Hello, Dad.
Hi, Grandpa.
Happy birthday!
Happy 80th birthday, Grandpa.
Happy 80th birthday, Dad.
For this milestone 80th birthday, we thought it would be fun to share with you 80 things that we appreciate about you. So let's see how this goes. First thing I thought of was you taught us how to work hard and how you get a much better night's sleep when you've earned it.
You taught me the sandwich rules. Does it need mayo? Does it need Miracle Whip? I had no idea until I met you.
Thank you for helping me fix my car after I did donuts after school in the snow and hit a lamp pole.
I love that you would come home early from work just because I called you and I wanted you to.
One of my favorite things is you taught me that foods cannot touch other foods on the plate. Everything has to have their own corner on the dining plate, and they weren't allowed to touch. So it was a very specific rule that Grandma made sure that we knew.
Giving detailed instructions is sometimes necessary. I know when we were younger, we gave you a lot of crap about don't ask Dad for directions before Google Maps and the internet was invented, because you would tell us exactly how many blocks it was, where to turn, and just every little detail about a direction. And it was sometimes more detailed than was necessary. But as I've gotten older, I've realized that if you don't give people very detailed instructions, they may not do it exactly how you needed it done. And the problem is you never know when that person needs that kind of detail. I've learned that over my short life, and I realize and now appreciate why you've always given great detail with any instruction. Every once in a while, it really comes in handy.
One of your superpowers is that you can bowl with both your right hand and your left hand, and you do both excellently.
Grandpa, thank you for my very first job, which was riding on the tank wagon with you, making deliveries early in the morning.
You gave me my first paycheck. Back when I was 16, just got my license, my first job was working at the bulk plant. And I remember you coming out with my paycheck on a Friday, and that was the coolest thing, because I could see how proud you were that your grandson was working for this business that you built. And that was really cool.
I love that you made sure I'd be employed after graduating.
You have been a risk taker. Even though you didn't know how something was going to turn out, you took the shot.
I love that you were tolerant of the million times I jumped into your bed sucking my thumb and you would exclaim, "There's a squirrel in here."
You have welcomed me into the family since day one.
Thank you for helping me with my car when my catalytic converter got stolen.
You served me a great breakfast with seconds and thirds.
I knew nothing about country and western music until I encountered you. I had no idea who Waylon and Willie were. I didn't know about Eastbound and Down, all these honky-tonk songs and Rings of Fire and Standing by Your Man. None of that was even on my radar. And I certainly had no idea about the incredible fashion genre that was cowboy boots and leisure suits. Thanks for showing me the light.
Country music. You have shown me the light. Just like Hank Williams, you knew way back when that country music was going to make a comeback, that it never went out of style, that it is the right genre to listen to. And I put it on every Saturday whenever I'm doing housework. I'm glad you showed me that.
When negotiating, it's not a bad idea to start out low. I've been in many meetings with you where we were someplace and somebody said, you asked, well, what do you want for it? And a guy would tell you, well, I don't know, what do you think? And you would throw out a number, let's say it was worth $100. I'll give you $50 for it. And sometimes they would take that. And I was always surprised, like, holy crap, sometimes that works. You can always go up, but you can't go down.
You have been a wonderful example of what it means to be a hard worker. Whenever there was a job to be done, you showed up, You did the work in an excellent way, and you stayed until it was completed. That sort of conscientiousness and responsibility has been a wonderful example for our entire family.
I love the hard work and work ethic that you have had for years and years and years, and you gave us a good example of what working hard actually looks like. I can't thank you enough for that.
I love that you hosted all of my friends without question for dinner, card games, vacations, you name it.
Thank you for taking me as a little kid to all of the truck shows and accommodating my emergency bathroom breaks on the side of the road.
You taught us a respect for vehicles. I just had to yell at people the other day because even from a young age, you never let us eat in the car. I remember we were in a quandary because we went to the spot and they handed us our food, but we knew the rule, you couldn't eat in the car. That was the one time I think you let us break that rule.
You started a successful small business that eventually was recognized nationally, and you have participated on many professional boards over the years.
A long-term relationship is more valuable than a short-term gain. Specifically, I remember years ago when you bought your first Suburban, that 74 Chevrolet Suburban, and I believe you bought it from a guy selling cars like right across from Grandpa and Grandma's house, like where Rocket Wash Pleasant Prairie is now. That 74 blue Suburban with the wood grain going down the middle. Okay, it was time to sell it. You were buying an all-new black one, and it had crushed blue velour on the inside interior. It was brand new. So when we were selling the old one, you sold it to Willie Slater, and after you sold it, something went wrong with the motor. I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was, I don't know, 5-6 months after you sold it. And the repair was like $450. And now this is back in the either late 70s, early 80s. And I remember you taking some grief for standing behind a used car sale that you had no idea that it was going to happen. I mean, it was a weird thing. But when Willie told you about it, you said, you know what, Willie, I'm going to stand behind this. Here, I'll pay for the repair. And years and years later, Willie Slater's not only been, once we started building gas stations, and we built Sports Plaza, and it was right down from his house, so he bought all his fuel from us, and he's still, to this day, plowing snow there for us, doing an incredible job. And he sold me his skid loader 20 years ago for a very fair price. So that relationship with Willie Slater has been very valuable, I'm sure, to you and to me, which, by the way, his birthday is, I think, the day before yours or the day after yours. So maybe reach out to Willie and wish him a happy birthday.
You show up for your family, whether it's a big event like a wedding or something smaller like a Little League game or a concert or an awards ceremony. You've always been there for us.
Grandpa, thank you for always driving the semi-truck and the 40-foot flatbed trailer for all of my parades in high school.
I love that you always had a truck for us for our homecoming parades, and you never even hit anyone.
One of my favorite things growing up was going to Fuel with you on Saturdays. That was just a great exposure to what you did for years and years and years, and it really meant a lot that you would bring us on the truck with you.
The meaning behind, the harder you work, the luckier you get. I remember sending that in an email to Andy Paulman like 3 years ago, and he laughed and he says, my dad used to say that all the time. Nobody understands that but people in small business. I'm sure you've been told this. I have too. You're so lucky. Boy, are you lucky. Yeah, okay, just luck.
You have excelled in so many ways professionally and in other interests, and we are so proud of you.
You've always had a quiet generosity to you. We have been the beneficiaries of that for years. You don't give to get recognition, you do it out of the pure kindness of your heart, and that's a wonderful example for me to see.
You've showed us how to be brave and how to not be complacent and to just go for it.
Thank you for always saving the best spot for the 4th of July parade in Kenosha.
I love that you would take us to the parades with the good candy.
Thank you for helping to get the pasta stain out of my white shirt.
You always kept the beer fridge stocked for me.
You love your family unconditionally, but especially your great-grandkid.
Will he sink or will he swim? Sadly, in your case, he will always sink. I've never met anyone who couldn't float before I met you.
I don't think there's someone that has taken more chances than you. And Mom, I can't believe to this day, back in the late 70s, taking out a mortgage at 22.5% interest to buy the assets from Mobile. I mean, you didn't have a choice, but man, that must have been a tough decision. Taking a chance, especially when you were betting on yourself, it's okay to take that chance. I've thought of that on more than one occasion when we were either buying some land or starting a division or doing something new. It's okay to take a chance.
You have made it a priority to bring people together. You put in a lot of time and effort in organizing car shows and class reunions and drag strip reunions so that other people can come and enjoy themselves.
You have been unceasingly proud of everything that we have done throughout the years, whether that be recitals or sports or graduations, births. You have always given us full support and always shown up, always encouraged us. You're just a very encouraging person, and that's an amazing role model to have growing up.
I love that you came to so many sporting and music events while we were younger.
Thank you for always coming to my sports games, soccer, baseball, football as a little kid, even if you didn't want to.
I appreciate your, I think, just genuinely natural, positive attitude that you have. I remember as a kid riding with you and somebody say, "Hey Jerry, how's it going?" And you would respond, "Tremendous." I thought that was a normal word, but I've come to find out not too many people use that word, and not too many people say tremendous the first time they bump into somebody.
I absolutely love your collection of hats. I don't think you've ever turned down a free hat, and they are back in. They look awesome. I love the neon ones, the neon pink ones, the Mobile ones, everything. Your hat collection is top tier.
You have been an amazing example of endurance and fortitude through all of the challenges you've had medically over the years. You've stayed positive and you've persevered through some really hard times, and that has been an amazing example for us to see.
Your fashion sense is incredible. Your Western wear, those tailored suits that you bought back in the day, they are back, and they are back in high demand. I loved all the coats that you have saved, all the suits, all the hats, the nice cowboy hats, everything. I mean, your wardrobe is impeccable.
I love your snakeskin boots.
Grandpa, thank you for teaching me how to play bocce ball in the backyard.
You're an outstanding bocce ball player.
We need to come to Naples to play bocce with you.
You are kind and thoughtful and generous.
Your love of babies. It's incredible how you have become a baby magnet. And I am loving whenever you're in town and Judah's here, and just the way that you love on babies. It's really cool to see.
Not only can you fix just about anything, but your intelligence, your foresight to see the future, what's coming down the pike, whether it be getting into gas stations, whether it's what's the next cycle coming around. You've always had a keen instinct to know what the trend is going to be, and not everyone can do that. You see the big picture pretty well.
You can fix just about anything, whether it's a shampoo cap that's gone down a drain or a rocking horse that needs repairing before a baby shower. You've pulled out all of your practical skills to help your family and friends in so many situations. You've also taught your sons and grandsons and granddaughters a lot of those practical skills.
I love that you could answer and fix any car question I ever had.
Thank you for taking me to the state fair to watch the tractor pulls but my favorite, the Combine Demolition Derby.
In the mornings, I remember when you would take your multivitamins for the day, you'd always grumble, "Feed me drugs." Made me laugh every time.
You talk about spotting the trends. You bought really good dirt. I mean, starting with Washington Avenue, for crying out loud. I mean, there could not have been a better spot on Highway 20 that we have now opened our third successful business on, to the dirt on Green Bay Road and 52nd Street. Incredible dirt there. I mean, you just have always been very good at selecting dirt. It's paid off for 2 generations, and I'm praying it's going to pay off for 3 generations.
You also are a legend in the Kenosha car community and a Hall of Famer in the Great Lakes Dragaway family. We've seen you be recognized by the Kenosha Bowling Association and for many sponsorships of Little League teams and bowling teams and softball teams and so many other things. It's been just wonderful to see your involvement in all these things and your great success in all these areas.
I love that you're a card shark.
You're a very generous host.
First thing I remember as a kid at the table, anytime you had to burp, it was always a ribbit with it. It was always like a ribbit. It always made me laugh every time.
Ribbit. Ribbit.
You taught me how to wash a car. Never let the rag hit the ground, and start from top to bottom. You got to touch a car to clean it. And I think from a young age, learning and appreciating a clean car created something in us that, at least in me, that it's always been a passion. I've always enjoyed a clean car. I remember washing my car by hand the day I got married and being excited about that. And I don't know if we would have been that excited about Rocket Wash if that wasn't something that was nurtured early on. So I very much appreciate you teaching me how to wash a car by hand the right way.
I have never seen such unique and interesting dance moves until Old Time Rock and Roll started playing at a wedding and you took the dance floor. It was a sight for the ages. There is nothing in the world like a Jerry Wilkham dance routine.
Really appreciate how you made us all into card sharks. It's something I plan on passing on to Judah. You were cutthroat. We didn't win unless we really beat you. And that made us fantastic card players.
Grandpa, thank you for getting me my base, which I use every single day.
I love that you know every street in southeastern Wisconsin and who lives on it.
I enjoy listening to your stories about all the car shows you go to.
You're somebody who understands the unique blessing of being one of 12 siblings.
You set the bar high for what a strong work ethic looks like.
I am beyond words with how grateful I am for all the work ethic and all of the sacrifice and the long hours that you put in over decades that we are the beneficiaries of. It's incredible what you have done in your life and continue to do. And I hope that we can make you proud with this generation and the one after.
All right, Dad. I'm so grateful that you're my dad.
We don't have words to say thank you, but I want you to know how grateful we are for all those long nights, all those early mornings, all the sacrifices you made throughout the years to build something.
We're celebrating this milestone, and I hope you have a fantastic 80th.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful birthday, Grandpa. 80 years, wow.
Happy birthday!
Happy 80th birthday, Grandpa Jerry.
Happy birthday!
Happy 80th birthday, Grandpa.
You are a man to celebrate, so I hope you feel celebrated today. We love you.
Looking forward to seeing you soon.